Hello, hello, everybody. Sending lots of love from Bali. I have the coolest, I think it's the coolest, prompt for you to muse on. And for those of you who are maybe just tuning in, just clicked, found me for the first time, my name is Whitney Freya, and I am passionate about living life as art. You are a life artist, and we take back that creative freedom through a sacred and personal painting practice. And this year, we as a collective who gather at whitneyfreyastudio.com for online courses have declared 2024 our year of self-reclamation. This means we are intending with a rainbow laser beam focus to take back our truth, to take off the cloaks, the skin, the masks, whatever your metaphor is, that we received from teaching, society, culture, education, family. It's all good. It's perfect. We learn through contrast. We have to experience the shadow in order to live in and access more light. It's the way everything works. Think about it. If you want to jump up, what do you have to do first? You bend your knees, right? So the going down into the underworld, into experiences that don't feel harmonious and don't feel in alignment are ultimately what inspire and motivate us to do the things, take the steps to reclaim your truth, your essence, the you that was born like the first minute of life, that pure life force energy that is you. That's what we're reclaiming this year. Because I believe, and the external world is getting a little cray cray, right? And so if we're continuing to look outside of ourselves, like we were raised for validation, for success, for security, for peace, it's going to be challenging. And it's all good, infinite being. You get to choose. So I am in Bali on a magical, wonderful carpet ride that I'm very grateful for. And it's providing me with lots of time and opportunity to muse on these subjects. I'm going to lots of yoga, and it's amazing how most of the yoga teachers open up with kind of the same kind of conversation. Yesterday, for example, my Himalayan Kriya teacher mentioned that true wisdom comes from feeling, not thinking. You can explore that at the yoga mat and also at the canvas. So here is an idea, a clarifying prompt that came to me that I want to offer up as a prompt for your own meditation. I'm not going to lead a meditation in this video because I want it to be short enough, and I want you to muse on this yourself. I do have a guided meditation app called Dreams Made Visible that you can find in your app store. Just search Whitney Freya or Dreams Made Visible. Anyway, shameless self-promotion. So here's the prompt, and this works best if you can choose to just open up right now. It doesn't have to be something that you decide now to believe in or not believe in. It doesn't require any compromise of any other beliefs that you have. But for this meditation, imagine that you have had multiple lifetimes or are having multiple lifetimes. If you tap into quantum physics, which says that linear time is just down here on planet Earth. Anyway, the subject of past lives, future lives, right? Other lifetimes is that your spirit, your soul, your essence, your energy has expressed itself in different physical forms. So this is an analogy that's coming to me right now. In your life, have you probably owned, or your family has owned, multiple vehicles, right? I mean, my gosh, I can think back so many vehicles, right? And each of those looked different on the outside, right? And they took you places. So this body, imagine for this meditation prompt, again, believe it or not, it doesn't have to become your reality, but allow this to create a context, like a fairy tale. This body is a vehicle. And this vehicle that you're in today is even different from the one you had yesterday. But in the car example, right, it's different from the one you were driving, that you were moving through life with just even a year ago or 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean, you can think back to the vehicle. Maybe it looked a little different, 10, 15 years ago. It had different skill sets. It had different understandings about life, right? Okay, so now imagine that you could close your eyes. So the meditation that I'm inviting you into, let's see, maybe we'll do a little sample, is you close your eyes and imagine, like you're in a dream, right? Imagine that you are like waking up in a different lifetime, totally different vehicle. Okay. So maybe, where would you want to go? Where would you want to be? Maybe you're waking up in Bali in the 1500s, or you're waking up in Africa in 800 BC. Maybe you're waking up as a professor, as a king, a queen. Maybe you're waking up as a peasant, as a slave. I have a powerful slave past life that I work with. Perhaps you're waking up as a man or a woman, right? So it could be anything. It's like we're all colors of paint. Like we're all paint, like your spirit is paint, but in each lifetime it's a different color. So I'd like to be maybe magenta this lifetime. And maybe in another lifetime I was yellow. Okay? So whatever works. Like, okay, you feeling me? So imagine that you're like waking up in the morning, opening your eyes, stretching, and you realize you're in a different body. You look around, right? Different room, different kind of house, different. Maybe you're in the future. You're like hovering in your hover bed. I like that idea. Okay, so you're waking up. You're in a different body. You are you, but in a different lifetime, a different vehicle, with a different history. You were raised in a totally different culture, different parents, different economic status, different everything. But it's still you. So what are the aspects of you that would still be there? And what are the aspects that wouldn't? So this you that you're waking up in another lifetime has not experienced the trauma, the abuse, hasn't experienced growing up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. I hope some of you youngsters are watching. That'd be fun. I'll have to get my kids to share this video. So you weren't raised listening to a particular kind of music. You didn't make the friends have the same influences, but you are consistent. Who is that? This is really a waking meditation. Like the last couple of weeks in Bali, I just keep kind of tuning in. I'm like, ooh, that part of me would be in every lifetime, right? This kind of goofy. I was making jokes with the very Zen yoga teacher yesterday, and I got him to laugh, and we had so much fun. Okay. The curious me, the spontaneous me, I think I would still be that. But maybe I wouldn't have the baggage in a good way, the learning that I chose in this lifetime, maybe around giving away my power to the masculine. Maybe this lifetime was where I was experiencing muting and editing myself and then liberating myself from that. So fun. So that was on the agenda for this lifetime. not others. I had different items on the agenda, different lifetimes. But the me that still likes to be daring, likes to fly off mountains, likes to really have meaningful conversations, likes to go into the heart of things rather than surface level, I think that those parts of me would still be there. So the parts of you that would be consistent. I remember hearing in a session that, for example, I've always been interested in like the nature of things. Like this is what I'm doing right now. Like, what is your nature? Like, for example, Bali could have been completely deforested, or maybe not. Maybe there weren't rice paddies. Maybe they grew mangoes and coconuts only, and there were no rice paddies. Same land, different ways it got used. So your essence, what you're reclaiming, your authentic self, was Bali, but in another lifetime, there weren't rice paddies. There were banana groves, right? You're picking up what I'm putting down. Isn't this kind of fun? And you can just do this, while you're vacuuming the floor or making your bed or, whatever, folding laundry. Like, imagine a past life and who am I? So this is the energy, the essence of you that we are in the process of reclaiming in 2024. Pretty cool, huh? I'm excited. It's a journey of personal liberation, freedom. If you wanted to feel more free, this is it. This is the ticket. You go within. Freedom is a state of being. Freedom is a choice. So allow this story of you in different lifetimes to clarify who you are at your core. And then intend each day to move, to let that you, your inner Portia, your inner, what would be like your favorite car expression, allow that vehicle to take you on the next leg of your journey in this lifetime. And so it is. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. Thanks for subscribing to this channel, for sharing this video, for joining us in our new online program, Rise Above a Transformational Painting Challenge. Like, this is the course that is, I'm making my mom do it, my kids do it. Like, this is the course. Like, what do you do? This course. This is why I paint. This is why I get so excited and so inspired to offer you a fun, playful practice, kind of like the yoga mat, but not as much sweat, where you can reclaim yourself. And as a result, the ripple effects are you creating your most self-expressed, authentic, aligned life. Or not, your choice. Go to WhitneyFreyaStudio.com to just explore Rise Above. You will not regret it. Okay, sending love from Bali. And the temple next door, that apparently is doing some work, is saying hello too. Bye.